Hey guys, so A Working Man came out in cinemas today. So this stars Jason Statham, who plays a black ops turned construction worker who's basically the best of the best, like the John Wick of the construction black ops universe. I don't know. Anyway, his boss's daughter gets kidnapped by human traffickers and he has to hunt down the men responsible. So I feel like Jason Statham basically plays himself in every movie and I love it. I love the sort of movies that he's in, Wrath of Man, The Meg, there's a million others that I like. And in The Meg, I feel like that was him at his most ridiculous, over-the-top tough guy role. He literally punches a megalodon shark in the face. Like, what is that? But I love it. Anyway, so in this role, it feels very similar to the one that he was in Beekeeper not too long ago. I really didn't like that one. David Ayer directed that and he directs this as well. I'm still waiting for the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, by the way. So obviously they've got a good working relationship. Rocky Balboa is on board in this. I think he wrote the script with David Ayer. His production company, Balboa Productions, I think it's called, produced the movie. And Rocky Balboa came out with a movie very similar to this around 2018, I think. Wow, time flies. Has it really been that long? So Rambo Last Blood felt very similar to this. There's a patriotic, tough guy, testosterone-filled man on a hunt for human traffickers to rescue his daughter. That's not actually his daughter, but he has a father-daughter bond with and seeks revenge. It's basically the same movie. I will say I did really enjoy Rambo Last Blood a lot more than this. But I love that Balboa was involved with both of these movies, so obviously raising awareness about human trafficking is a big deal to him, and I think that's great because it's such a relevant issue that people don't realise happens on such a large global scale to this day. And we see some movies about it, like Sound of Freedom, and I'm still giving a side eye to every critic who didn't review that, because if there's any subject that shouldn't be politicised, it's child trafficking. Moving on, so that was a different type of movie to like this Last Blood, Taken. They're more action driven, and I feel in a way it sends a message about such an important issue in a way that's more easy for the general movie-going audience to handle, because let's face it, if you've seen Sound of Freedom, it was an emotional gut punch. This is more of a fun popcorn entertainment movie, and both definitely serve their purpose. But yeah, I feel like this is a movie that has been done better. Look, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not good. For me, it was a bit middle of the road. So I have to wonder if the fact that this had such a late embargo has anything to do with that. Anyway, this is cheesy and campy in a way that I really do enjoy. The fight scenes are heavily stylized in that John Wick sort of way, and I love John Wick. That is a movie that I feel like is just perfection. And I feel like this copies a bit from that in the fight scenes and the choreography. The same guy that plays Aurelio in that is in this as well as the boss. So I feel like the biggest part of this movie that was a letdown was the villains. The villains were weak. There was too many of them. It was like when one died, another badly dressed Russian villain would just pop up like mafia whack-a-mole. And the dialogue was incredibly cringy at parts, especially from the villains. There was one who was saying basically, I'm the big potato, you're the small potato. And it just, I don't know. It's like, I get they're trying to be campy, but it felt too over the top. I feel like it was a little too long. It was around 2 hours. So the pacing in the second act felt like it dragged a bit. There wasn't enough suspense and build up to the third act to him getting her back. It felt like it all just, dragged from one act to the other. There was no real, in Rambo Last Blood, yes, this is the third act, let's get revenge sort of moment. It all just sort of bled from one fight scene into the other. There were too many fight scenes and not enough character development. And I just didn't connect to any of the characters emotionally. It just felt a bit soulless. And this was a movie I really, really wanted to enjoy, but I'm always going to be honest with you guys, this just wasn't it for me. I felt like it was a puzzle where they had all the parts for a really good movie, they just failed to put them together. So it's disappointing because this could have been really, really good. Look, I would still say it's worth a watch on streaming if you're really into these types of movies. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of it if you've seen it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.